What does a listing appointment look like with Pat Schindele? Okay. Usually it all starts with a phone call or an email. We'll get in contact, talk a little bit about what you want to do, what your time frame and your motivations are, and then I'll make an appointment to come visit you at your property for a walkthrough. Because we're going to do a presentation for a listing. It's a wonderful part of town. These homes were built in the 50s. They were after the war, and where people wanted 1,000 to 1,100 square feet approximately, and they're very popular to this day.
I'm Tom.
Yeah. Before I even show up at your house, I've done as much research on the property and the area as I can before we meet in person. There's a lot of public information you can find on the county website, but as a realtor, I have a lot of extra information that's not disclosed to the public from our local MLS or multiple listing service through the Billings Association of Realtors. So yeah, I've already got a few hours into this before you even meet me.
I just couldn't find any houses in my neighborhood that were for sale, but that was just maybe a coincidence.
What matters is what's sold, right?
Yeah,
Because you
that's
can ask
what I really,
anything for anything.
Right.
So what we look at is closed and pending and contingent only.
Oh, okay.
I don't look at what's for sale because
Right.
that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because people ask probably way,
That's right.
way more than
Right,
they're
they
going to
can.
get.
Then I just went through looking at all the days on market.
Uh-huh.
And they range from a lot of ones, 7 days, 40. The highest we saw was, I think, 86, something like that. Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. For those one dayers, yeah. I like
Yeah, that you know what that is?
What's that?
That's somebody who's tried to buy a house and got knocked out. And so when another one hits the market and they call and say, okay, I want to see that house. I don't want to lose it. They get over there and boom, they put a buy sell on it right away because they just lost one.
Oh,
so when you see one day deal, it's because
right.
that guy just got knocked out and he's not going to goof around.
Right.
That's how you end up with those.
I bought this
2,
house
3.
in one day
Yeah.
because she said this house is going to sell like in a day. So if you want it, you got to get it right now.
Yeah.
So I did.
Well, and it was true, probably true. Now, I've been doing this for a while. I've seen a lot of transactions. I have a good working relationship with my fellow agents, lenders, builders, and clients from all walks of life. Those relationships and conversations over the years bring a wealth of shared knowledge and experience, and that helps me to know what to look for ahead of time to give you the best chance at a smooth transaction by identifying potential problems, highlighting positive features, and discussing your return on investment options for projects in your home. It's not the golden oak, which some people are like, oh, that's so dated. This is more medium stained. I like this.
Oh, cool.
No, it does better. Some of these are 80, some are 120.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to look in there.
100
I don't
amp.
know
Here you go.
anything
100
about-
amp service right there. See?
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's a minimum for a lot of loans
Oh, okay.
that they don't want it to be. Like if you have an 80 amp service, and let's say somebody was an FHA buyer, VA buyer,
All right.
they're going to require you to upgrade yours.
kidding?
It's going to cost us $600 to $1,500
Wow.
to upgrade it. All the houses being built now are all 200 amp.
Oh, really?
But there's so many more electronic things. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
A lot of times, sellers think that they need to make a house perfect to get the most value. And they can fixate on the things that annoy them personally rather than the things that are actually going to come up in feedback and inspections. You'd be surprised what you don't need to do when you're selling your home.
Yeah, I kind of redid this, but
Redid this toilet.
I didn't do the tub enclosure, and that's what I was going to have next.
But this is a one piece, so you're not going to have, like, the grout's not moldy and having problems.
So I'm kind of wondering, is it worth me fixing that?
No. I would rather you had that $5,000 to $10,000 of willingness to negotiate than to have spent it and say, I'm not going to take less than this because I just spent 10 grand in my bathroom, right?
Yeah, that's
I'd rather
true.
you had that negotiation.
Yeah.
The fact that these things are in here, this is basically like storage.
Right.
Because they have the room next door and it's so similar in size, they go, oh, okay. The other house, you got the corner windows. Oh, okay. This is not a negative.
And this kind of does turn into a catch-all.
Yeah, people are going to go, that's okay. That's okay.
Good.
For Tom, the major things I suggested for him were easy things, like removing some odd furniture pieces, reattaching the closet doors, fixing some ceiling tiles, and decluttering a little.
There's my recycling that never really gets recycled.
These things need to go in your garage.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Look at that. Look at he fixed it.
Full service realtor. For slightly larger projects, painting the paneling, adding a handrail to the deck stairs, and replacing a few light fixtures in the garage.
You know, even if you paint it, it's still going to look like paneling that's been painted.
I've told so many people to paint it, and it looks so good.
Well, I could do that.
I never get anyone comes in and goes, you know what? That's wood paneling, huh? Never.
Really?
They just go.
Because that's the first thing I thought. They're going to say, "Oh my God,
problem with it. I don't know.
Painted paneling."
It looks good. After the walkthrough, we get down to business. I'll sit with you and present what we call a listing presentation. I'll have compiled a list of houses that have sold recently that are comparable to your property. That means similar neighborhood, bed and bathroom count, year built, garage size, etc. Then we'll talk listing price options, compensation, and closing costs. That will give you an idea what you're working with. Depending on your situation, we might discuss mortgage, loan options, your time frame, and any potential future problems I might see and how to get ahead of them. I also explain my marketing process. That includes where and how your property will be marketed. We always suggest scheduling professional photographs, which is something I always offer as a listing agent. I go over how showings work: lock boxes, signs in the yard, open houses, inspections, and closing expectations. I have checklists and other materials to help you along the entire process so you don't get lost. All this is very personalized for your individual situation. It's one of the reasons I tell people to beware of these internet-only, never step foot in the house listing programs. They sound convenient on paper, but can be a big risk and turn into a headache down the road, even for computer-savvy folks out there. What Tom decides he wants to do at the end of the day is up to him. All I can do is advise and ask the questions. I don't pressure anyone to do anything they don't want to do. I like to treat people the way I want to be treated. As a seller representative, my thought is not just to get the most for your house, but to act in your individual best interest as my client. That might mean waiting to list until certain projects are completed, or listing at a lower price, but saving time and effort. For Tom, he wanted to wait a few months before listing while we did a few touch-ups around the house and visited some family to discuss his future living situation and new mortgage options. I kept in touch with him, and he's called me a few times since then, asking questions and looking for recommendations. He's not replaced his tub surround, but he did get more modern hardware for it. He decided not to paint his paneling, but did hire a contractor to replace the handrails on his porch. If you're looking into selling your home and would like to meet for a listing appointment and market analysis for yourself, give me a call at 406-591-2551 or email me at pat@patschindele.com. And if you're not in Montana, don't feel afraid to reach out either. I can refer you to one of my in-network contacts I have all over the country that are licensed in your area to make sure you get the same treatment you would if I was there. So until next time, this is Pat Schindele, Keller Williams Yellowstone Properties.